Ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Garoppolo. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And right away he lost the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start on the ground here at Sanders. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But
that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Huntley. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 11 now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Neville Gallimore providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Touchdown, Vikings! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point put through by Succop, and a rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 45, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First down, Minnesota.
To throw, Huntley. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Huntley to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He finds his man Johnson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back to throw again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead will swell by one more. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. You got 3 down, 3 down. 31's the mic. I'm coming.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Claypool, 74 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Huntley. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Huntley. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Huntley's throw here taken in by Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here we go. Mike 3.
They'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Extra point put through by Succop. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Hunter Henry brings it in. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or other.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
He's coming. We got double.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to your...
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. This is caught by Tate. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Huntley's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Claypool, 84 yards. And the Cardinals claw one back. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Lutz with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now this throw caught left side, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Back 80! They're running it. Switch.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Huntley.
He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8-yard. On the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ricky. Mike 3.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. What's good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, Huntley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Play action. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. 80! 21. Here we go.
Move. Alert. 3 down. Bang.
On play action, now Garoppolo. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo, blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing on first down. Huntley. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
To throw, Huntley.
To Barkley on the check down. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. On 4th down, Huntley able to find Isabella. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Huntley to throw.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Back to throw. Huntley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Touchdown, Vikings.
Trey McKinney.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will extend this big lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Huntley. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Succop for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. A big...